What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Let these liars talk, and they'll do it to themselves every time. You let these liars talk, they'll do it to themselves every time. What do I mean? Watch how we just catch this clown up, just this simple like this. And think about it. If we could do this to this clown and just being bloggers with limited resources and barely minimal paperwork that's out here that we got on this dude, imagine what's going to happen to him in his upcoming trial, March 24th, next month. Now, remember this dude just recently, the other day, just came out and now he admitting he got a court date. But you're going to see in here where he was saying he's not going back to court no more, ain't no court dates, and they don't got no evidence against him. Remember he was saying all that stuff? Okay, let's look into this stuff. Because remember, this blog is called Fan Mail number 4, the Battle Truth Response Inside. That's what this title. So he wanted to use me so that he can get his channel started. You're going to hear him admit that out of his mouth. He wanted to use me so that he could start his channel to get subscribers and views and things like that. So he wanted to use me. So he dedicated 20 minutes of this conversation to me. At this time, remember, we didn't really have the paperwork. Now we got the paperwork and stuff. And it's easy to go back and show that this dude been lying all along. Let's listen to this, y'all. Watch this.
I got this question a lot probably the last day or two. What do you think about Battle Truth constantly talking about your case?
What do you think about Battle Truth constantly talking about your case? Right. Now, what he's talking about is the All-Star game on too. I love this time of the year. I steady talk about his case because I know what he did to them girls. I know the man guilty. Anybody who looked through this paperwork, there's no doubt whatsoever this man is guilty of what he did. But until proven guilty, we're just going to say allegedly. Now, with that being said, let's listen to some more of this as he began to break this down, saying how everybody been asking him questions about me.
Realize I don't really talk about Battle Truth anymore in my blog. You know, I had some talks with some people and they was just like, yo, just keep it moving, keep doing you, stay positive, and don't worry about nothing. And a lot of me in the early stages, I was kind of using a lot of the bloggers that were negative against me. I was kind of draining a lot of their energy to help grow my own channel. You know,
there you go. He was using us to help grow his own channel. So when you guys get to talking and trying to defend him and trying to speak on his behalf, shut up. Shut up. Because according to him, this was his plan all along that he wanted to do. So he bought this on himself. So much to the point that he can't take it back now. We clearly exposed him as being a lie. The paperwork out, and y'all finna see some stuff. So stop trying to save him. Stop trying to defend him. Stop trying to fight on his behalf when this man been lying to y'all ever since he been here. And this is something that he orchestrated and wanted to do to help grow his channel so he can make money, according to him.
I started this channel. I had 0 subscribers when I put my blog out and Nora's Untold Truth and all that. It had 0, 100 subscribers to it. It started growing. So me, I was entertaining the back and forth. It was some therapy. And it's like, there were people hitting me up like, yo, I used to rock with Battle Truth, but I don't really rock with him no more after what he was doing to you. So it's like I was kind of draining their energy.
People got to hitting them up saying, I used to rock with Battle Truth, but I don't rock with Battle Truth no more after what he did to you. What the hell I do to him? Tell the truth, present the paperwork to y'all to see with your own eyes so that y'all won't be vouching for this man, co-signing for this man behind what he did. I put out the paperwork so y'all can see. He holding the paperwork so y'all can't see. We put out the paperwork so you can see. Me, ADEP, Sales. We put out the paperwork so the people can see. He holding the paperwork back so y'all can't see. And the audacity of y'all to reach out to him and say, I used to rock with Battle Truth until I found out what he did to you. Y'all making the guy who actually raped the women, y'all making him look like he's the victim instead. Ain't that something? Y'all feel sorry for the Raperman and not the victims who he raped. That's terrible. That's crazy. That's crazy. Then you sitting there trying to really make yourself seem as though we wrong for wanting answers. Are you raping 3 black women against their will with a pistol? 2 of them had to dive out of the car, suffer injuries, were taken to the hospital. Not to mention how you violated them. Let's keep it 100. So, with that being said, you do this to the ladies, but people reaching out to him, consoling this dude, as though he is the one that got the wrong did to him. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Ain't that sad? Let's listen to some more of this trash.
So that's why I used to say a lot in blogs, like, you don't even realize you're part of a bigger plan. Like, the more and more you talk about me, the more you grow this channel, but you don't even realize it. So I'm gonna go back and forth with you for a little while until I get to a point.
See that? He gonna go back and forth with us for a little while till he get to a point. So this so-called was his plan. I'm gonna start something with them. I'm gonna do this blogging thing, war with them. I'm gonna build up my channel, get the subscribers, get everybody watching as I go up against them. Because they're part of a bigger plan to help me grow my channel while I buy and stall for as long as I can to get the money necessarily that I need, since I'm going to go away and do all these years for raping these women, allegedly. So this was all a part of his master plan. So you clowns, stop trying to take up for him when this is what he wanted. Plus, he's guilty of what he did anyway. So, with that being said, listen to some more of what this clown had to say. This was a whole 20-minute dedication that this dude did for me. 20 minutes straight of just talking about me. Let's listen to it. Let's listen to some of this. Okay, let's go here.
That's a coincidence, me personally, but she got off my case and she did a lot of things, like, you know, she's tried to put a gun in my case, and she said she had witnesses. You know, I'm trying to figure out how I have consensual sex with someone one-on-one, but I'm being told that there's witnesses in my case. There ain't no witnesses because it was just me and one person.
Okay, so he said the DA trying to put a gun on him and trying to put other witnesses against him. How is it other witnesses against him when there is only one person and it was consensual sex? Listen to the Lion King, y'all. First of all, the DA is not just putting a gun on you. The witness clearly said that there was a gun inside of the car when you was raping her, that you clearly showed her. In fact, she goes on to say that's why she ended up doing not fighting as hard, because you had a gun on her. But the DA trying to just throw a gun on you. Then y'all going to find out. Wait till the documentary come out tomorrow. I ain't gonna take a lot away from the documentary, but I just want to address some of this stuff my way too. So y'all gonna find out in the documentary, they just as the woman described it, the victim described it, that's where they found the gun at. This was after he at home chilling and everything. The witness said exactly where the gun was, and when they raided, they found the gun. They found the gun right there. Then he said he don't have no witnesses in his case. How you don't have no witnesses but one? He said he only had one witness in the case. How you only got one witness in your case and you got 2 rape cases against 2 different women, but actually a third woman, Karen Hill, another woman that said you raped her, she is the star witness in both these other girls' cases. So you got 3 women that said you raped them, you assaulted them, and they all testifying against you, but you only got 1 witness. We gonna see that too, y'all. I just want y'all to hear his lies, how much of a liar he is. Okay? We just listening to how much of a liar this stud is, right?
But they was like, oh, we got witnesses, and this is all things they're telling the judge. And we got DNA evidence, we got this, we got this, we got CODIS hits, we got this and this. All of these things just did not manifest to be true.
Listen to what he just said. We got DNA hits, and all this stuff was made manifest and not to be true. So they have no positive DNA on him whatsoever. Pay attention to what he's saying, y'all, because we're going to show you proof. I'm going to show you proof also that he's lying. No, look at what he's saying. There is no DNA evidence against him. It came out to be not true. That's what he just said.
But in the beginning, it sounded very horrible. And they were saying a lot of things like, I'm one of the, likely to commit another felony. I'm one of the most, horrible people walking the face of the earth. Not literally, but something like that.
Yes, literally. If you raping 3 women back to back, you rape one girl on the 17th, then rape the other girl on the 18th. Yeah, you had a cycle going on. Imagine what would have happened if they didn't arrest you on the 19th. Imagine what would have happened if you wasn't arrested on the 19th. What you were gonna do then? So they definitely was right on that. So stop it, clown.
And I knew what really happened. I knew I was innocent. I knew I was being set up. I knew I was being framed. I knew all of that.
He knew he was innocent. He knew he was being set up. He knew he was being framed. Listen at that, people. He knew he was being set up and framed. Who framed you? Who framed you? Who know you so well to know that you can't resist raping somebody? Who? Who framed you? Who set these girls up to be inside your truck for you to run up in them raw, pull pistols out on them? Who the hell framed you? 3 girls at 3 different times, but you knew you was innocent. And you knew you was being framed. We gonna see what his lawyer said about this. We just listening to his lies right now, y'all. So according to him, he was being set up and framed, even though he the one that's the aggressor. He the one that's doing the raping. He the one that's holding people against their will at gunpoint. Come on now. Terrible. Let's listen to some more of this trash. Let's go here.
I get here to where they're not pursuing my case anymore. I'm not going back to court. I'm not having a trial. All this stuff. They let me out of jail.
He not going back to court. He not going to trial. Y'all hear him? Listen again.
I get here to where they're not pursuing my case anymore. I'm not going back to court. I'm not having a trial.
He not going back to court. He not having a trial. Then we just see him yesterday when we released that paperwork on him, showing his court date, saying he got to go to court. Now he's saying, oh yeah, I got to go to court. Me and my lawyer got to go to court. We finna go to see if we can get it throughout. You're not finna get no damn case throughout at no pre-trial. Who you think you talking to? You either accepting the plea that they already offered you. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna accept the plea, or you get your trial date, going to trial, and all bets are off the table. Ain't nobody throwing the case out. Stop lying. Why would they throw this case out with all this damn evidence against you? You sound stupid. But that's what he tried to feed the battle rap community who don't know no better. That's what he's trying to feed the battle rap community who don't know no better. So notice what he said, y'all. He's not going back to court. Oh, you're not going back to court, remember? Well, let's see the paperwork since he's not going back to court. Let's see the paperwork. Hold on, let me see the paperwork since he's not going back to court. This dude is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Let's look into this. So according to him, he's not going back to court. Okay, so according to him, he ain't going back to court. I'm sorry. I just need to get this dead, man. Terrible. Okay, so I'm just getting the paperwork for y'all so we can see this clown just sitting up here lying, talking about he ain't going back to court no more. So we have the paperwork right here showing he definitely going to court. Remember what he said, y'all. He not going back to court no more. Okay, there we have it. Right here, here's the paperwork showing he definitely have court on 3/24/22. According to him, he not going back to court. So there we have the court paper proving him to be a liar. Right there, plain and clear, you're going to court. So he lied. Heard him say out his mouth, I ain't going back to court no more. I'm not going to trial. Well, that's a pre-trial. It is definitely your court date next month. See how he lied? Let him talk. He'll do it to himself every time. Let's listen to some more of these lies he said. Let's listen to some more and get some more of these lies he said. What else you finna lie about, brother? He good at lying.
You know, all this stuff. They let me out of jail. They took my ankle monitor off. They didn't even argue this stuff. They didn't argue me getting a bond when I first got. I get here to where they're not pursuing my case anymore. I'm not going back to court. I'm not having a trial.
He's not going back to court. He's not having a trial. I just want y'all to remember that. We just showed the document. Those are legal documents, facts. Listen to it one more time.
I get here to where they're not pursuing my case anymore. I'm not going back to court. I'm not having a trial.
They're not pursuing his case no more. He's not going back to court. He's not having a trial. This is when he had the whole battle rap community believing that he beat his case. All the charges were dropped. But we know that that's a lie who got common sense, because you didn't get your truck back. You didn't get your bond money back. And your name still pop up with these rapes as open cases. So we knew automatically that was a lie. Anybody in their right mind who look into this know that you were lying. Look at his eyes. He's so scared. Let's listen to some more of this.
You know, all this stuff. They let me out of jail. They took my ankle monitor off. They didn't even argue this stuff. They didn't argue me getting a bond when I first got it. They didn't argue.
He said they didn't argue him getting the bond when he first got here. That's a lie. You got denied bond 3 times. 3 times. That's why you couldn't get out, and you did 2 years in jail. So why would you just lie? You just lied again.
I was petrified that they wouldn't take the ankle monitor off. Like, man, I don't know if they'll let me get off on the ankle monitor. They was like, oh, ankle monitor? Oh, no, you don't need that. Like, everything just started working in my favor, and I felt like it was the evidence that I gave them through the investigator that they was like, this isn't adding up. And when you add on other stuff like rape kits being negative and
listen to him. He said the rape kits were negative. Listen to him close, y'all.
In my favor, and I felt like it was the evidence that I gave them through the investigator that they was like, this isn't adding up. And when you add on other stuff like rape kits being negative and
the rape kits being negative. Where are these negative rape kits? This is when I posed the challenge to him. This when I posed the challenge to him that he was ducking. If you could show me a negative rape kit on Kiera Simeon, Shannon Smith, I give you $3,000. I'm giving you that. He can't do that. But this way he telling the battle rap community. They got no evidence on me. All the rape kits was negative. Listen.
This isn't adding up. And when you add on other stuff like rape kits being negative and
rape kits being negative. Right. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
You know, them saying, oh, y'all had sex here. Let's go over here and test it with a forensic scientist. Oh, that's negative too. Are you sure you had sex here? All of these stories not adding up.
Now, listen at this clown. Look how stupid and retarded he is. He started this out saying he was having consensual sex. Now he's saying the rape kits came back negative. Now he's saying, oh, y'all said you had sex over here, sex right here, sex right here. All that ain't adding up because the negative, the rape kits came back negative. So what? So you so much of a liar, you can't even stick to the script of your own alibi that's actually coming back to bite you in the butt. Was it consensual sex? Or was it no sex at all? Now you're saying it was no sex at all. The rape kits came back negative. But then you say it was consensual when you first opened your mouth. Don't worry about it. We just listening to his lies because we're going to let the paperwork bust him out.
Along with the investigating stuff, it was just like, we don't feel comfortable going to trial because none of this makes any sense. And because I know what happened, I just knew I was set up. I knew I was set up. I knew it was a money thing. I knew I was set up. I knew the whole nine. So for me,
look at this argument. He knew he was being set up. He knew it was a money thing. This is what's so stupid about this clown. He trying to make it seem like girl was at him for his money, making himself seem like a victim. Like, yeah, they're trying to set me up and stick me for my paper. Damn, why they want to stick me for my paper? Damn, why they want to stick me for my paper? Get out of here, dog. If you are arguing that this was a trick gone bad all 3 times because you hired some prostitutes for sex, they did what they supposed to did, you bust your nut, they didn't pay you, but they trying to stick you for your paper. You bust your nut and you don't pay them, but they trying to stick you for your paper. It's just a money thing, y'all. Nope, this how he get his rocks off. By knowing he getting away with something, knowing he taking this from these girls. This what y'all not adding up, man. Just think about what this dude is doing. We gonna see what his lawyer arguing. This man was having sex. Look, if we gonna listen to his story hurt him. So you were having sex with these girls who supposed to have been prostitutes. They letting you go up in them raw. and they ain't getting money up front, and you know you not finna pay them because this all part of your little game you doing. You got fake IDs. You posing as a fake Uber. You got burnout phones. You got a pistol with you and everything. But you being framed. You being set up. He being framed and set up with fake IDs that he then went out and personally got made and did. Pistols on deck. Burnout Raperman phones. But he being framed. And he the one that actually did everything. So this dude's so bipolar, he and his Sasha Fierce, that this dude, when he become the Raperman, he don't know how he got all the stuff to rape people with. So as Chris, he buy all the phones, fake IDs, and everything as Chris. Then when he the Raperman, he used everything that Chris bought. Only to then say, I don't know how this got here. I didn't do this. This dude is real Primal Fear. Y'all remember the movie Primal Fear? That's what this dude doing. Get up out of here, man. You sound crazy. You being framed. Dude, terrible.
And Battle Truth know that too. He know that too. He can sit in these blogs. Oh, Chris, this. I always think back to like.
And Battle Truth, no. This dude trying to say, I know he's innocent. I know he being set up. This dude is terrible. No, I don't know. I don't agree with you at all. I'm smarter than these losers out here. I could put 2 + 2 together and come up with 4 every time, brother. This got rape written all over it. What do you mean I know? Of course I know. Why you think I'm busting you out like this? Why you think I'm really breaking you down? Why you think it's easy to expose you? Because I know. I know. Notice, y'all, he always telling his story. Once again, he's telling his story. He never providing paperwork. He got all the paperwork, but never provide the paperwork because he's writing the story himself. He's feeding the battle rap community what he wants y'all to know. Come on, man. Stop it. Who you talking to? This dude is a straight up jerk. And he want to do stock drops on people. And he got the worst life than anybody. You're going to prison, mister. Simple as that.
Like people hit me up like, oh, you're awaiting trial. I'm not going to trial. I'm not going to court. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been saying this ever since I keep showing up on this camera.
Hear that? Y'all hear him lying again? See? This is what we bust them out on. Look at them lying. Look at this. On different occasions. Look at this. Look at this. Listen close.
Like people hit me up like, oh, you're awaiting trial. I'm not going to trial. I'm not going to court. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been saying this ever since I keep showing up on this camera.
See that? Trying to tell y'all, man, this dude right here is terrible. Watch this.
It's not in it at all. They don't know nothing is going on. And they look at the screen and they try to interpret your case. I know what's really going on. I'm not worried about this case. I'm not fighting this case. They're not coming after me on this case. The district attorney isn't paying me any attention.
See that? He's not fighting his case. They ain't worried about this case. You see that? All these lies. Listen.
Screen and they try to interpret your case. I know what's really going on. I'm not worried about this case. I'm not fighting this case. They're not coming after me on this case. The district attorney isn't paying me any attention. When I left the court,
the district attorney not paying you any attention. So, like, because they already know you're going to prison. This is a slam dunk. You're going to prison. This is a slam dunk case. You're going to prison. So, of course, they're not paying you any attention because they know you're done. You're done. Watch this again, y'all. Watch what he say right here. This was a whole 20-minute clip this brother did on me. Watch this.
Don't win nobody over. I'm not trying to convince you that I'm innocent. I think I'm guilty. Okay, unsubscribe and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But I got all the answers. I got all the stuff in my discovery. I got the negative rape kits test.
There go again. He got the negative rape kits. So can we please force him to show the negative rape kits?
My discovery. I got the negative rape kits.
He got the negative rape kits. Okay, we finna find out.
My discovery. I got the negative rape kits test. I got the negative result. I got all of that in my discovery. These niggas just be talking. I just
see that? We just talking. He got all the negative rape kits and everything. Okay. So y'all heard him keep saying he ain't got to go to court. He ain't going back to court no more. All that. Y'all heard that. Okay. Okay. So let's prove him a lie. One after one after one after one. Okay. So we see right here. There goes your court date. So that was lies. The DA ain't pursuing it. They ain't got no evidence against them. Then he said the rape kits. He said numerous of times about negative rape kits. He said it 36 minutes. He said it 39 minutes. He said it 44 minutes into this, and he said it 50 minutes in here. Negative rape kits. His negative rape kits. Kits. Well, let's look into that. How's his rape kits negative? That's what I want to know. How is his rape kits negative? That just don't make no sense to me. How you get negative rape kits? Now, this is his lawyer arguing, right? His lawyer name is Mr. McLendon. Mr. McLendon. That's his lawyer name, Mr. McLendon. Okay? That's his lawyer, right? So now he's going to get off into it. Now, remember what Unbias said. The DNA kits came back negative. Now, he said kits with an S. Now, watch him argue his client's case. This is his lawyer. Now, he said, now briefly addressing the allegations at issue, like I knew that we would. We have two supposed individuals who, and they are definitely individuals, but that Mr. Gunsby has supposedly sexual assaulted. The first case was a June 17, 2017 incident involving Kiara Simmons. And when you really look at these cases, it becomes, this is not a rape case. This is where Mr. Gunsby, on two different occasions, was having consensual sex with prostitutes. Remember what he said, y'all. It's only one witness. It's only one witness. But right here, his lawyer saying it's more than one. And he's saying the sex was consensual. So, excuse me, how is it that your lawyer is arguing you was having consensual sex with these women, and yet you arguing you got negative DNA kits? So your lawyer is placing you at the scene with these women having sex, but your DNA kits came back negative? You know how retarded you sound? You know how stupid that make you look? That's what I mean by, like, people actually letting this nigga get away with this type of stuff. This dude is arguing he have negative DNA kits. They have no evidence against him whatsoever. And yet this is his own lawyer placing him at the scenes of the crime, having sex with these women. Why? Because they got DNA evidence against you. You can't say you wasn't there. Your words will not stand up in court against DNA evidence. I'm sorry. It just won't. Come on, y'all. We smarter than that. And then look what his lawyer say. Verse 9 again. Now I'm going to go from verse 8. This is where Mr. Gunsby, on two different occasions, was having consensual sex with prostitutes. S. More than one. And then they, plural, were not paid. They were not paid. And because they, plural, again, were not paid, they, plural again, took it upon themselves, plural again, to be vindictive and swear out false warrants against Mr. Gunsby. Okay, you said it was only one witness. Why your lawyer keep speaking that if multiple witnesses against you? Why is your lawyer saying that? They, them, themselves. He ain't saying Kiara alone. He's speaking of the other women. So it's lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. See that? So think about that, y'all. We just proved he had a court date. He just lied and said he ain't going back to court no more. No more court dates. He said the DNA kits came back negative, but his lawyers is admitting that he had sex with these women. So how the hell the DNA kits come back negative? You see what he lied about? And then he told the battle rap community, that's why they had to let me go. They had no evidence on me. They got more than enough evidence. They got victims in your DNA. That's enough. They don't need enough. They don't need no more. They don't need no more. Come on now, y'all. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. This dude is a straight up fraud, man. This dude is a straight up fraud. It's easy to catch him up in these lies. I'm talking about it's literally easy to catch this dude up in these lies that he continued to lie about. Okay? This dude is terrible, man. Hold on. Let me see, son. I'm looking for something too. We gotta bust him out on some more stuff. Why he sitting up here lying? Because he said something crazy. Watch this. I'm looking for this one thing. Hold on, I'm looking for something. Just want to show y'all another thing he lied about. All he do is lie. This dude is just a straight up liar. It's easy to bust this coward out. It's easy to bust him out. Y'all be letting him get away with anything, man. Hold on, I'm looking for this. Okay. I'm looking for something real important. Just want to put this up. Okay, here we go. Because this dude right here, terrible, man. Okay. Hold on. Okay. 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 So let me go to this point right here. Let me see. Okay. I was trying to find something on this dude. I'm really was trying to find. Dude is terrible, man. Oh, I think it's up here. Matter of fact, yeah, I think it's probably right here. Let me see. I want to grab this right quick. Okay, right here. This is what I'm looking for. I got it right here. More transcripts. Right here. Let me open this up. Okay. Y'all see this? This is what I wanted to open up right here. Now, remember what he said. He said the DA tried to pin a gun on him, right? Look what this say about the Kiara Simeon thing, right? It says, essentially on that date, the victim in that case was Kiara Simeon. She is on back page. There was never a question of what she does. She had arrived, frankly, to a John. She got the number from a friend. The police have had contact with that friend. She gave the police the phone number that was used to contact this defendant for a ride. And on the way to the John's house, this defendant sexually assaulted her. What ended up happening is he pulled over. He started to pull up her dress and pull her panties down. When she opened the passenger door to get out of the vehicle, the defendant sped away. The victim in this case indicated, listen closely, y'all, the victim in this case indicated that she was in fear because there was a gun. There was a gun in the vehicle, and that is why she ended up complying. There was a gun. He had a gun in the car. He had a gun in the car. Then he gonna say, oh, the DA tried to put a gun on me. No, clown. No, clown. The DA is showing what you did. Okay? Like, stop it. So we see right here, man, this dude is terrible. This dude is terrible. So we got everything right there, just proving that this dude is a straight up liar. I just want to make sure these words are showing clear too, you know, just to be on the safe side. I just want to make sure these words are showing clear. Because I looked at the screen and it looked like some of it was a little bit off. I want to make sure it showed right. Okay. Did y'all see this clear? Let me just open this up a little bit more because it's not showing clear. Okay, there we go. Is it clear now? Yeah, it's clear now. Let me just try to open it one more time. Okay, how about that? Okay, that's really good. Matter of fact, let me take this off so y'all can see how this dude is just such a liar. So right here, remember, this is his lawyer. He said there ain't no evidence against him. He said the DNA kits came back negative. They wasn't a match. He said they ain't pursuing him and he ain't going back to court, so we prove all that. But again, before I get out of here, this is what his lawyer said. Now, briefly addressing the allegations, this is his lawyer speaking, Mr. McLendon. This is his lawyer speaking. Now, briefly addressing the allegations at issue, like I knew that we would. We have two supposed individuals who, they are definitely individuals. but that Mr. Gumpy was supposedly sexually assaulted. The first case was a June 17, 2017 incident involving Kiara Simeon. And when you really look at these cases, it becomes, this is not a rape. This is where Mr. Gumpy, on 2 different occasions, was having consensual sex with prostitutes. And when they were not paid, and because they were not paid, they took it upon themselves to be vindictive and swear out false warrants against Mr. Gumpy. See that? So that's a lie. So he clearly lied. And with that being said, let's end it on this note, man. Listening to this liar. 3912. Thank you for dedicating this video to me. See how I come back and get you? Listen.
Here today. How did I get here today? How did I get here to where they're not pursuing my case anymore? I'm not going back to court. I'm not having a trial.